Welcome, and thank you for joining. Today we're breaking down two of the most important and most misunderstood tools in federal contracting: the MATOC, or Multiple Award Task Order Contract, and the RTOP, the Request for Task Order Proposal. By the end of this session, you'll understand how these vehicles work, the rules that govern them, and how to position your firm to win. Let's get started. Here's our roadmap. We'll start with what a MATOC actually is and where it fits in the contracting landscape. Then we'll walk through the RTOP process, which is how task orders are competed. We'll cover the fair opportunity rules that protect you as a contract holder, work through a realistic example, and close with strategy. Keep one idea in mind throughout. A MATOC is two competitions, not one. You compete for a seat on the contract, and then you compete again every time a task order is released. So what is a MATOC? It's an indefinite delivery, indefinite quantity contract, an IDIQ, awarded to two or more contractors under a single solicitation. The government isn't buying a specific project when it awards a MATOC. It's building a bench of pre-qualified firms. The actual work arrives later as individual task orders that only the pool can compete for. You'll see MATOCs everywhere in construction, architect engineering, IT, and professional services. The Corps of Engineers, NAFAC, and most DoD activities rely on them heavily. And the acronym itself tells the story: multiple winners, awarded seats, task-based work, ordered as needs arise, all under one contract vehicle. Let's place the MATOC in its family tree. FAR Subpart 16.5 covers indefinite delivery contracts, which come in three flavors: definite quantity, requirements, and IDIQ. IDIQs then split into single award, sometimes called a SATOC, and multiple award, our MATOC. Here's a fact many contractors miss: the FAR actually establishes a preference for multiple awards. Under FAR 16.504, contracting officers must document why they are not making multiple awards. That's a big reason MATOCs keep growing. The regulation itself pushes agencies toward them. And remember the practical difference: single award orders are negotiated directly with one holder, while multiple award orders are competed across the pool. Every MATOC has the same basic anatomy. First, the awardee pool, typically 3 to 8 or more firms, and only they can compete for orders. Second, a shared ceiling, one pot of program capacity, say $249 million, shared by the whole pool. And here's the critical part: none of it is guaranteed to you. Your minimum guarantee is usually tiny, often between $25,000 and $10,000. The ordering period typically runs 3 to 5 years. Many MATOCs also include a seed project, a first task order awarded along with a base contract, but the real money is always in the task orders, and that's where the RTOP comes in. Here's the full life cycle. The agency issues one base solicitation. Firms compete for seats, often pricing a seed project as part of their proposal. The agency awards IDIQ contracts to the pool, and then the door closes. From that point on, whenever a funded requirement is ready, the contracting office issues an RTOP to the pool, the holders compete, and a task order is awarded. Steps 4 and 5 repeat for the entire ordering period, so it's one solicitation upfront, then dozens of task order competitions over the following 3 to 5 years. If you miss the base competition, you're locked out of all of them. Now the RTOP. A request for task order proposal is the mini solicitation the contracting office sends to MATOC holders when a requirement is funded and ready. You'll see different names for the same thing: RFTOP, RTEP, TOR. The terminology varies by agency and vehicle. Inside a typical RTOP, you'll find a statement of work, streamlined evaluation criteria, usually technical approach, past performance, and price, page limits of 10 to 25 pages, pricing instructions tied to your base contract rates, and a due date that's commonly just 10 to 15 days out. And remember, only pool holders receive it. If you're not on the MATOC, this opportunity never even reaches you. Let's walk the timeline. Day 0. The RTOP drops. In the first 1 to 3 days, you make your bid or no bid decision and submit questions. Days 4 through 10, you write the technical volume and build your price. Submission typically lands between day 10 and day 15. Evaluation usually takes 2 to 6 weeks, and then award, with more limited debrief rights than a full FAR Part 15 competition. Why is it so fast? Because fair opportunity procedures are deliberately streamlined. The formal source selection machinery of Part 15 doesn't apply. The lesson here is simple. The winners built their proposal machine before the RTOP dropped, not after. Fair opportunity is the rule set that governs task orders. Under FAR 16.505b, every contract holder must get a fair opportunity to be considered for each order above the micro-purchase threshold. As the dollars grow, the procedures tighten. Above $6 million, enhanced procedures kick in. A formal notice, stated evaluation criteria, a written award decision, and debrief rights. And protests are sharply limited. Below $10 million at civilian agencies and below $35 million at DoD, NASA, and the Coast Guard, you generally cannot protest a task order award at all. Congress raised that defense threshold in the fiscal 2025 defense bill. This protest bar is a big reason agencies love these vehicles, awards stick, and work starts fast. One caveat, a protest that an order exceeds the scope of the base contract is allowed at any dollar value. There are 6 situations where the government can skip fair opportunity and place an order directly. Urgency, where delay would cause unacceptable harm. A single uniquely capable source. A logical follow-on to a previously competed order. Orders needed to satisfy a holder's minimum guarantee, small business set-asides under FAR 19.502-4, and direction by statute. 2 things to remember. First, every exception must be justified in writing. They're the exception, not the rule. Second, as a holder, you should watch these justifications. They're published for the larger orders, and they tell you a lot about how the vehicle is really being run. Let's make this concrete with an illustrative scenario. Picture a Corps of Engineers Regional Construction MATOC, $240 million of shared capacity, 6 awardees, and a 5-year ordering period. With the base award, the winners compete a seed project, a $4.2 million renovation. 2 years in, RTOP number 7 drops, an $8.5 million barracks renovation, 12 days to respond, best value trade-off on technical approach, past performance, and price. All 6 holders receive it, and 4 choose to bid. Now look at the chart. 3 years in, the top 2 holders have captured over half the dollars, while the bottom 2 have almost nothing. That pattern is typical. A pool seat is a hunting license, not a paycheck. How does competing for a task order compare to a standalone RFP? On a task order, you're up against 3 to 8 known competitors instead of the entire open market. You respond in 10 to 15 days instead of 30 to 60. Proposals run 10 to 25 pages instead of 100 plus. Protest exposure is limited, so awards stick. And your bid and proposal cost per pursuit drops dramatically, which means you can pursue more opportunities with the same resources. This is exactly why experienced contractors fight so hard for MATOC seats. Once you're inside, every competition is smaller, faster, and cheaper. So how do you win? Treat it as a 2-stage game. Stage 1, get on the vehicle. Target MATOCs that genuinely match your NAICS codes, bonding capacity, and past performance. Team strategically to cover the full scope, price the seed project sharply because it's often the gate, and lead with directly relevant past performance. Stage 2, win the task orders. Gather intelligence before RTOPs drop by talking to program offices and watching project pipelines. Keep a ready library of resumes, past performance write-ups, and templates. Respond fast and perfectly compliant, because non-compliance is the #1 reason task order proposals lose. And practice bid discipline. Chase the orders you can win, not every order that drops. Most holders lose money on a MATOC they don't work. The winners prepared months before each RTOP. 5 things to take with you. 1. A MATOC is an IDQ awarded to a pool, and the money is in the task orders, not the base award. 2. RTOPs are fast, streamlined competitions. 10 to 15 days is normal. 3. Fair opportunity governs everything, with enhanced procedures above $6 million and protests barred below $10 million at civilian agencies or $35 million at defense agencies. 4. Your seat guarantees almost nothing. The minimum guarantee is symbolic, and revenue goes to the holders who compete hard. 5. Winning is a 2-stage strategy. Earn the seat, then out-prepare the pool on every single RTOP. If you're serious about competing for MATOC seats and winning task orders, you don't have to figure it out alone. Neybor Consulting helps small businesses target the right vehicles, build compliant, winning proposals, and set up the capture process that wins RTOPs. Go to neyborconsulting.com and book a consultation. We'd love to help you win. Thank you.